Hey everyone, it's Matt, back with another video. This one is a bit more difficult than some of my other videos that I'll be putting up. Um, this is the story of how this became the worst year of my life. And no, it's not just because of COVID that kind of just added on to it. So this year it actually started off pretty well. Um, I started at Randolph College again, and I was really excited about going back. As some of you may know, I had to defer. I was at Randolph last January, and I had to defer because of mental health reasons. Um, so I was finally back. Uh, I was in a really nice apartment. I was finally getting back into the swing of things, and then uh, I was also healing from my knee injury that I got over the summer. I burst a Baker's cyst in my knee, and I couldn't walk really on it for a while. And it's still painful to this day. Um, so, yeah, everything was going pretty well. Uh, I had a few mishaps during the beginning of the first week. A few incidents where it's like, okay, I'm struggling a little bit, but I'll be okay. Um, I was scared to even run because of my knee, but I'm working past that. But on the first Wednesday in class, my knee collapsed on me again, and that was the first. That was the first incident that started changing my year, because I started not going to classes because I was scared my knee would collapse on me again. And it was getting bad. I also was having some trouble getting along with some of my classmates. Some of them seemed to have issues with me, which that's fine. I'm a hard person to get used to. Uh, I can be a little quirky and a little weird. Well, more very quirky and very weird. But you know what? I was still doing okay. And then this was going on for about a month, and then right at the very beginning of February, the first week of February, I was suspended for accounts of sexual harassment. Now, I don't really talk about this very much. Um, Very few people know it actually ever happened, because I was scared. Because when it did happen, and I told people, nobody believed me. But in high school, I was raped. And for any of you that have been through that, you know how difficult it is. And although I understand the reasoning behind the Me Too movement, I don't personally support it, because male victims were kind of rejected from it. So I wasn't like, oh, I hate the Me Too movement. Everything about it is bullshit. It should just be gotten rid of. I wasn't like that. But if it came up, I voiced my opinion on it. I didn't say why that was my opinion on it because I still wasn't comfortable talking about it. The fact that I'm even talking about it here in this video is crazy to me. The fact that I can actually talk about this. I also at the time was just about to go see a tourettes specialist because my doctor believed I had tourettes. It turns out I do. So if I have any body twitches during this video, that's why. Yeah. But I was accused of pretty much everything in the book when it comes to sexual harassment. I was also accused of hitting people. I know it went around the school because I had people telling me, but there were apparently people saying that I was following people home after school. Which I wasn't, obviously. So, I was suspended. I was suspended for about 2 months. During that time was the investigation. I got to go in a couple times to voice my opinion and to voice my story and to react to the allegations against me. One of the days that I was accused of doing something, I wasn't even at school. So that shows you how legitimate these allegations really were. When they couldn't even get dates right for when I was there, you know these people were probably making it up. And if there was stuff they didn't make up, trust me, I didn't actually do it. If, they thought I was staring at them in a sexual way, I was probably staring off into space. I do that all the time. Any of you who are close to me know that. But, anyways, sorry. It's obviously a little difficult for me. Partway through the investigation, it came forward that there were people that were scared of me. Not because of sexual harassment, but because of a mental disorder I have called intermittent explosive disorder, or IED for short. And it's a disorder that's on the bipolar spectrum, where I will, with specific provocations, am subjected to fits of pure, unfiltered rage. This person being scared of it, I understand that. My only issue with it is they never came and talked to me first. And should I have told this person? Probably not. I had only known them for a few weeks. But it felt like so much longer. That's the thing about Randolph. You feel like you've known somebody for months or even like a year after just a few weeks. Because you're spending every single day with these people and doing all this stuff together. Then people started having panic attacks without me even being at the school. They were having panic attacks caused by me when I wasn't even there. Once again, how legitimate does that sound? I was on suspension for basically 2 whole months before I was told I was being expelled from Randolph College. I obviously appealed the expulsion, as it was my right to do so. And I worked with my father to come up with an incredible appeal, citing many sources on why they shouldn't and why they legally can't expel me, citing even their own code of conduct and policies and procedures as the reason they expelled me wasn't because of the sexual assault harassment allegations, which they did find me guilty of, which I still don't understand. But I was expelled because of people being scared of me without me doing anything, which completely goes against their own policies and procedures. Because there was never any action. There was never a threat. I was expelled because I was a threat to the members of that college and to the kids program. Now, I am a scouter, or a scout leader. I deal with the 2 youngest age groups. So 5 to 7 and 8 to 10-year-olds on a weekly basis. Actually, twice a week. I have never had an incident with children. I would never do a thing to a child. I would never attack a child. Unless it was my own brother, of course. But all jokes aside, their own policies and procedures say that an expulsion, that grounds for expulsion are an active threat, or, when it comes to this sort of thing, is an active threat, such as me actually attacking somebody or me threatening somebody. Neither of those things happened. Ever. All that happened was I told somebody in confidence about an issue I've dealt with for most of my life. And it is a disability, which is another reason why they legally couldn't actually expel me. Yet they talked to their lawyers, and they decided they were okay to expel me. So they denied my expulsion, my appeal, sorry. And obviously I tried to move past it, not really knowing who my friends were anymore. I didn't know who I could talk to. I didn't know who I could trust. But you know what? Things started turning around a little bit. I was applying for jobs. I was auditioning for musicals. And then COVID happened. And I had to move home. Because without a job and without financial aid, I couldn't live in my apartment anymore. Which means I had to leave the few friends I actually knew I had. So I'm here in my regular bedroom. With all scouting events being cancelled, at least until the late fall. There's no camping allowed during the summer. The only thing that I thought maybe they won't take away is scout meetings. Yet they did. I mean, we have online meetings, but it's not the same. I've had everything taken away from me. If you were one of the people that accused me of sexual harassment, and you truly believe that I did, I'm sorry you think that. I'm sorry you didn't know me well enough to know that that's not what was happening, or that I would never do that. If you accuse me of it because you didn't like me and wanted to get rid of me, which I know there are some of you, I hope you're happy. I truly hope that you are happy, that you have broken me. If you're a person who did purposely accuse me of something and feel bad, talk to me. I won't hold it against you. And if you're a person that either didn't believe any of it, or even if you did, don't hold it against me, contact me, please. Because I've basically got nobody. I'm alone. And I'm deteriorating because of it. I'm losing myself. I know this is a bit of a downer video, but with a whole lot of stuff that's been going on in my life recently, I thought it was finally time to come out and talk about all this. So, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like the video, share it if you want to, and I hope you come back again sometime.